everyone, welcome to Candid Homemaking. In today's video, I am going to share with you how I do my meal prepping for one whole week. This is definitely going to make the following week very stress-free and easier for me. If you are watching me for the first time, I would request you to subscribe to Candid Homemaking and please click on the bell icon to get notification of the new videos that I post. So in my last video, I had shared how I do the meal planning in the most simple way. So after that, I have done the grocery shopping and now it is Sunday evening and I am going to do the prep work. So in the morning itself, I had soaked the idli rice, urad dal, methi seeds, tur dal and moong dal in water. So now I am going to start the grinder for the idli dosa batter and meanwhile do the other work. Firstly, I am going to be making some ginger garlic paste, and for that I am peeling some ginger and roughly cutting into pieces. And now for the garlic, the way I find easier to peel is to just break it like this and put it into a glass, and I just cover it up with another glass and just shake it vigorously for a minute or two. If the garlic is fresh, it will just take lesser time than that, and then you can see that the peels are just coming out on its own and it is very easy to take it that way. Now I am grinding the ginger garlic paste. I am adding some salt to it, also adding a teaspoon of oil and a little bit of turmeric powder for flavor. So I like adding oil to this because later when you add a ginger garlic paste while cooking, it will not spatter from the hot pan, and also it helps keep the paste very fresh. Now I am going to cook the tur dal and the split moong dal that has been soaked. While that is going on, I am going to make the sambar powder. These are the ingredients that I take for making the sambar powder. So first I roast the coriander seeds and curry leaves and keep it aside into a bowl. Next I am roasting the chana dal and keeping into the same bowl. So I am roasting these ingredients in batches so that it is evenly roasted. Next comes mustard and methi seeds. After that I am roasting cumin seeds, cinnamon and pepper. Then roasting the red chilies. Then roasting the grated coconut until they are light brown. So I also roast some extra coconut here because I need it for preparing the teal. For the sambar powder, I would be using only around 4 tablespoons from here. So I am adding that and allowing this to cool down before I grind it. Now I am going to be making some tomato chutney which we use along with idlis and dosas, and also on sandwiches and also while making pulao. This can also be added to make an instant gravy to make any sort of curries for your chapatis. So for that I am adding the roughly chopped onions and tomatoes for blending, and also I'll add a few pieces of garlic cloves to it and blending it well. Now I'm heating up a pan and adding some oil and adding the mustard seeds and curry leaves. And once it is fried, I'm adding the tomato onion puree. Just mixing it all together and then adding some salt to it and allowing it to simmer in very low flame. Now these ingredients for the sambar powder have cooled down, and so I'm grinding it in the mixer and the sambar powder is ready. Now also I like to make some tamarind paste, as it is very helpful to have that easily available while making sambar and other curries. So for that I'm just filling in some water in a bottle and adding in some tamarind to it and shaking it well, and it keeps well in the fridge. Next is a ready-made mixture that I make for the Kootu curry. For that I have a cup of grated coconut, a teaspoon of cumin seeds, a few small onions, 3-4 red chilies and a teaspoon of rice powder, and grinding it. I'm going to freeze them in these ice cube trays, and such individual small cubes can be used as per needed for making the curry. Also in the ice cube trays I'm adding the tomato chutney that we prepared earlier. Even the moong dal and tur dal are cooked and cooled down, and so I'm going to place them also into the ice cube trays. Believe me, this is going to help you a lot, and I always have this ready on hand, and this is something that I do every Sunday because it is used in a lot of dishes. So I'm going to keep these trays in the freezer and I'll freeze these into cubes. So for the next one, you would have seen in my fridge organization video that I always have some boiled eggs ready, so that way it is ready to give for the kids or to use in any curry or any other preparations. So for that I'm getting the eggs boiled, and the idli batter is also ready for fermentation. Here I'm also adding the curd culture to the milk and keeping it for setting. So I have taken out these ice cube trays from the freezer, and these cubes can be easily taken out and then stored in Ziploc bags. Meanwhile, going to prep the vegetables, and I'm cleaning the cauliflower florets and soaking in some salt water. Also chopping in some beans and carrots to store into these boxes, which can be used for sambar and other curries like vegetable kurma and so on. Lastly, I make the easy meal, what I always call it as my pulao bin. You would have seen this in my fridge organization video also. So Monday morning is the most busy time in our house, and I feel that if that time is stress-free, the day just passes well and with a better start to the week. So in this bin I keep all the ingredients measured: carrots, beans, paneer, etc. for making the pulao. I'm not cutting the potatoes, onions and tomatoes. I prefer to do that during the time I prepare the food. I keep the rice also ready for it in a Ziploc bag. So Monday mornings are easy and pleasant, and meals get cooked easily. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked this video. And if you found this video helpful, please click on the like button and share this video with your friends. I will see you all in my next video. Take care and bye.